but the gate's all the way over there. And the front yard's kinda hostile.
Perhaps a little more respect for the great city of Ahdashim. I am the key, and you are on my doorstep, outsider.
There's an orb talking to me. Again. The accounts didn't describe this accurately. Why aren't you on the gate?
There was an incident.
Is that incident named Kadeem? Zamaros sent us.
Of course he did. Zamaros has always acted without thinking.
Could we maybe discuss this inside? Those open rifts are making me nervous.
Gather all the pieces of me Kadeem scattered around the courtyard. I must be at the gate to open it.
We'll clear the way and collect your parts as we go.
You seem to know Zamaros pretty well. Why is he still exiled?
I don't believe this is the time to catch up on ancient history. Do you?
Zamaros mentioned that we should also seek the Cardinal.
They're in the city where I need to be. So, if you please. The Mystic Forge changed Kadeem's nature, and he grows stronger while you delay.
Didn't describe this accurately. Why aren't you on the gate?
There was an incident.
Is that incident named Zamaros?
Of course he did. Zamaros has always acted without thinking.
Could we maybe discuss this inside? Those open rifts are making me nervous.
Gather all the pieces of me Kadeem scattered around the courtyard. I must be at the gate to open it.
We'll clear the way and collect your parts as we go.
Wow, you weren't kidding about your pieces. Kadeem must really have an axe to grind with you.
Confronting have ever been his style, and now his attempt to drain our lowland can be added to the list.
You're not exactly a genius.
Considering I was made by the Jews, the first foundation stone was laid.
You know, I expected the legendary Ahdashim barrier to be stronger than this.
Our ecosystem was designed for perfect balance. Kadeem's unnatural presence is a catastrophe we did not foresee.
Must have been a lot safer here back when the Bobby Princes hid from Joko.
Ahdashim wasn't erected as a refuge for human princes. We were here well before Joko, and after, it seems.
I feel like these rifts are just waiting to spit out more bad guys. So, knock knock.
Kadeem sabotaged the mechanism. I cannot repair it in my current state.
Right, lack of hands. Okay, walk me through it. Guys, buy us time. causing a cataclysmic event.
We have our own way. Tourists need such a
You didn't realize we're here to help you, right?
Take me to the fountain up ahead. It will restore me.
We're inside Ahdashim! Our once-in-a-lifetime chance to see Jinn in their natural habitat!
The Jinn are not an exotic species for priory study, little scholar. Remember, you are but guests in this house.
Well, magically speaking, your house seems to be listing to the side. I'm getting wildly unstable readings here.
But do not concern yourselves. It is a Jinn affair.
Well, given the crowds of living Jinn in here, I'd say we're your best option.
Wonderful. Now be on your...
Oh, gee. Whole again, are we? How did you like being cast aside? The fate of Jinn decided by Kadeem the Peerless.
Just because you've stolen the chair does not mean a seat at the table belongs to you.
Your Ahdashim will crumble. My domain will rise from the rubble. Be ready to bow to me in the world that comes after. What'll happen if he succeeds in draining the ley line completely?
Devastation. Ahdashim will fall. A void of corruption will spread to every Jinn and beyond. To nature itself.
Okay. So, really suboptimal for all of us? How do we restore the power balance?
Air and earth. Both traders must be dispatched before Kadeem's hold on the ley line can be loosened.
Good luck. I'll see if I can get the key to open up a little more. It'll be just like talking to my great Aunt Kidda, only I'm less
Cardinals
likely to
hold
get
the
whacked
highest
with a
authority.
spoon.
One of each element to anchor Ahdashim and mete out power to those beneath them.
We've met powerful Jinn before.
Not such as these. Ahdashim's cardinals have the greatest abilities of all Jinn. They will not be easy to defeat.
Kadeem was able to kill two by himself, though.
This was the
He
best
used
choice.
the element
I saw
of
which way the winds were
surprise.
blowing. You're supposed to protect
And the
the air
Mystic
Jinn,
Forge, I'm
not help
betting.
Kadeem bring Ahdashim down around their ears.
Kadeem is a foregone conclusion. He's already accessed the will of Ahdashim.
Those of water and fire have hidden themselves. Those of air and earth are subject to their cardinals' corrupted whims.
Sounds like our success will give the innocent and ordinary Jinn some relief.
Indeed.
I don't know. Something to do with the Cardinals. Key?
They are actively abusing their elements, further destabilizing nature's harmony here.
Can't any of the remaining fire and water Jinn reharmonize the flow of magic?
No. By design, only the four cardinals can anchor the flow. It has always been thus.
Sounds like Kadeem's trying to rewrite that rule.
He aspired to be a cardinal, but fell short. I found he lacked the necessary character.
After you killed the first Cardinal, there was a sharp spike in power flowing through the pylon here. The key's giving off a higher signature as well. I want to know how and why.
You're here to rid the world of Kadeem, but your nature deludes you. All knowledge isn't yours to claim, little Asura.
Glenna has a point. What do you plan on doing with the extra power?
What stake have you in the long lives of Jin?
All these secrets, all this knowledge you're holding back. There's no benefit for your people.
There is still another traitor to deal with. That is, if you're truly here to help.
You tread upon Ahdashim's sacred soil? You, who are lower even than the lowest of Jinn. Kadeem will seal the rightful supremacy of Jinn. Our power will shake the very mountains.
Your alliance with Kadeem is tearing your city apart!
What he destroys, I shall rebuild. You idiots! You've ruined everything! The new dawn will find you wanted!
You sure impacted the city's energy balance, but I think it's getting more...
Stop being evasive. My guys kill a cardinal and you and this pylon light up like chalk.
Of course. A lesser Jinn cannot hope to inherit a Cardinal's power to enter the city.
You mean you've absorbed both the backlash of elemental energy and a kick from the ley line?
Would you prefer the released power flow straight to Kadeem, or whip wild through Ahdashim, destroying all in its path?
What I would prefer is that you let me help you. Allies share information, or they lose.
I'm your superior. This was the best.
You're supposed to protect the Air Jinn, not help Kadeem bring Ahdashim down around their ears.
Kadeem is a foregone conclusion. He's already accessed the will of Ahdashim.
champions did well. Their tactics... Ah!
What did you do?
I knew it! The pylon, the fountain, you, the cardinals, it's all connected to the ley line. And to Kadeem! I've made you...
You tamper with energies you do not understand.
But I do understand ley lines. Here, use this flux disruptor on the pylons. It'll break Kadeem's connection to them.
I will not see Jin weaknesses exploited by you inside our own home. The fate of Jin is not for outsiders to determine.
We're ready to do whatever it takes to defeat Kadeem and save all the Jinn. Are you?
Our power is only meant to be handled by Jin. But I can dampen the effects on you using the Well of Ahdashim.
Could we reconfigure the well to reverse the flow and drain Kadeem of power?
As long as his stolen power channels to me. If the city is lost, I'll ensure the infection won't spread beyond Ahdashim.
What happens if the key gets all that power and we have another Kadeem on our hands?
First, let's handle the villain we know, and we'll deal with whatever comes after.
That's Kadeem? What the flux has he become?
Have you come to witness history? To see how I have risen high above the station in which you would have me rot?
You are an abomination, Kadeem, and a disappointment.
Your words hold sway no longer, Key.
Careful using the flux disruptor on Kadeem. You'll get his attention, but you'll also really get his attention.
You're definitely bigger and uglier than you were at the Mystic Forge. But you still won't win!
Champions over toys and lesser Jin. You're not playing Zomros' foolish games today.
You underestimated us last time, Kadeem. Didn't work out so well.
I am something you've never faced before, and never will again. Hope to defeat me now.
Evolution. Never again will a few Jin control. Now every Jin shall be connected to Ahdashim and its energy. We will share the burden and the power, as your champions do.
Speaking of Zamaros, any chance you'll lift his exile now?
I'm sure he'll find some way to make his presence felt in Ahdashim, regardless. I connected every living Jinn as an anchor point to the city. An equal distribution, regardless of power potential.
I still don't quite understand how Jinn far and wide can stabilize the ley line here in Ahdashim.
It's Jinn nature to guard our secrets. If I revealed everything to you, where would that leave us?
I can honestly say I would be less frustrated.
There was a time when the way of cardinals fostered harmony and balanced unity. But it's clear our old way also bred discord, greed for power. I suppose amendment is good once every few millennia.
Yeah, you Jinn seem to be overdue for some top-down restructuring. Maybe some form of timocracy, like Istan.
Evolution doesn't imply erasure, little scholar. Whatever path the Jinn carve will be our own.
You know, you had me worried there for a second. I'm really glad you didn't end up going evil.
Power has never been my object. I aim to preserve the balance and the welfare of all Jinn.
Yeah, I see that now. Your early shadiness didn't make it obvious at the start.
It's a noble endeavor you've chosen. But you needn't always fear what you don't understand, little scholar.
Can't say I was expecting to witness a turning point in Jinn history.
We did our part. Kadeem is gone for good.
And what's to stop another power-hungry Jinn from making a play in the future?
Maybe it's not up to us to solve all their issues. Who's to say we'd do any better?
Are you implying that we don't know everything? Bite your tongue.